Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Red Jacket Speaker Showcase Roundtable. My name is Ravin Papiah, and today I'm in conversation with Ian Hatton. I speak on influence, and my audience definitely is everyone from the corporate to the entrepreneur. Everyone needs influence because we are all influencing. So today we are talking with my friend Ian Hatton. And Ian, welcome to this show. So my first question for you is, what is a key idea or theme you speak on?
Thank you so much, Ravin. So, my key focus is on the global state of leadership. And I think we can all acknowledge that we are in a bit of a leadership crisis in the world, that we are perhaps not seeing the kind of characterful leadership that we're really looking for. And so I work on that, and particularly three possible states and the variances between them of the survivor state of leadership, the striver state of leadership, and the thriver state of leadership. And that is a key focus that I have in the way I speak and a survey that we run globally.
Wow, that's wonderful. And why is this important now, Ian? I mean, what problem does it solve?
So one of the big problems that we're seeing is, in organizations, there are engagement issues, there are trust issues. I think trust is at an all-time low at the moment. Because we're not seeing the authentic leadership where people are feeling like this is somebody I can follow, this is somebody that I can trust. We're seeing a lot of broken promises. We're seeing a lot of people who are stating one set of values but living a different set of values. And that is not a thriver state of leadership. That is either a survivor or a striver state. And I think right now the world's looking for something different.
So, is there a particular audience that benefit from this work of yours? Do you have a kind of like a targeted audience for that?
So, very definitely, senior leaders is my primary target. However, the outflow from this goes all the way down to supervisor level leaders. So, it ranges the whole thing, but very often it's senior leaders that engage with us. And then we have products and services that help them to build thriver leadership throughout their organizations.
Wonderful, wonderful. So, Jan, why now and why you? I mean, like, you know,
Yeah, I mean, I know we all get a little bit uncomfortable when we have to talk about ourselves or brag. Um, one of my favorite bits of humor is I sometimes say to people as a joke, let's talk about my favorite topic, me. But the reality is, I have served in leadership roles for the last 45 years. I've been in various roles. I worked for Microsoft. I was in quite a senior leadership role there. But there I spotted just how badly leadership could be done, including the way I was leading my own team. And I went on, did a master's in organizational leadership, and have since worked with leaders all around the world, now from 107 different countries. I've worked with leaders from 107 countries. And I observed this thing that was so distressing, this leaders and senior leaders in a survivor state or senior leaders in a striver state, and they're not thriving. And I believe that the time is now to build a thriver kind of leadership. John C. Maxwell says everything rises and falls on leadership. Ian C. Hatton says leadership rises and falls on self leadership. And that's where I ultimately go to grow this state of leadership to a better place.
wonderful, wonderful. I see that we have the same mentor, John C. Maxwell. And yeah, he says that everything rises and falls on leadership. And you said on self leadership. And I say, if you're not aware, you're nowhere. So thank you so much, Ian. Friends, for more conversation like this, centered around the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, connect with our Red Jacket Speaker Showcase series and discover more expert voices sharing messages that matter. Thank you very much.
Thank you.